Hey everyone, and welcome to Offstage, a 20-minute conversation with students, hobbyists, and professionals from the world of music about music. With me, your host Anagh, and today I have guests Rohan and Vishnu. Hey, the both of you, how's it
Hey,
going?
what's up, man? What's up?
What's up?
Last time we were together at the same time was at the show last September.
Yep.
Man,
I
I
wonder if
mean,
any of the viewers were at that show. It was pretty crazy.
Yes.
I had fun. I don't care. I had fun.
Yeah, it was really fun though.
Yeah, it was lots of fun, and we
Yeah,
played
man.
quite a few songs
Crap
also.
venue, but like crap venue, but we had fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was an experience, bro, putting everything together
Exactly.
on
Yeah,
our
like
own and like
we like built
handling
that. We
everything.
we
yeah.
built that stage on our own.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I remember bringing cymbals from Octavium that were a bit cracked, and it was a good thing they were a bit cracked because they weren't too loud for the venue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we just got sidetracked. Nice. But
Okay. Oh, my cat's gonna. Okay.
we're going to have little features from Rohan's cat in between.
Hey,
Yes.
what's your cat's name, bro?
Bro, let's not go there, bro. It's a
No, no,
sad
no, tell
story.
us.
So I wanted to name him Beerus, okay, because he looked like the Dragon Ball Z character. Like he had a small face and like big ears.
Right.
And then like my mom and like uncle started calling him Blackie. I'm like, what? I'm like, why? He's like, because you look black. And I'm like, what? And the worst thing is now he only responds to Blackie. So there's no point. I just accepted
Man.
That's a quite interesting story.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we are here to talk about music, and that was even though that was a good story, I'd like a little introduction or a little about yourselves. So, Rohan, why don't you go first?
I'm a guitarist, singer, songwriter. I've been playing for about, I guess, I started when I was 5, so I
It's
guess
a
a decade and a half
damn, it's
of
quite a long
music.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
music's always been part of my life. Yeah.
nice. I don't. I think so far you've been the guest who's been probably who started the youngest
Oh,
in music. Yeah, Vishnu, what about you?
Hey, man. I actually wanted to be a break dancer. I, I just like follow Michael Jackson steps in my room until I realized I'm actually really bad at it. Like I picked up the guitar. That's what happened. That's it.
Well, you
I've been
started
playing for
at
like
something, got at something
um
else, but it worked
yeah, I
out.
started playing properly. I mean,
Hmm.
I went to guitar class at 9 years old. I
Hmm.
didn't like it, so I just stopped.
Hmm.
And like I don't know, when I was like 11, I picked up the same guitar and went on YouTube. So yeah,
Hmm.
pretty much just everything I learned is off of YouTube.
Ah.
Yeah, so I've been playing for a long time, but yeah, not really, not professionally. I'm a guitar teacher now. I spent like a year just studying guitar theory,
Ah.
and like I'm using that knowledge to teach. So
Nice. You
yeah,
teach privately or you're teaching at a place or something?
I'm teaching at these two internet. I mean, they're
Ah.
all online stuff. So I'm teaching for companies, two companies.
Right.
I would actually do it privately, but like
Hmm.
out of all honesty, I'm just like a little shy to put it on Instagram saying, "Hey, join my guitar class." It's like I just sign up
you
these
should,
companies,
man.
huh?
You should.
I
I
don't know.
mean,
It's
like,
kind of embarrassing.
I mean, this is going to be on Instagram, so everyone who watches it
exactly.
is going to
Yeah.
know that is teaching, and then they
Man,
can join.
I
I
get
oh
it. I
mean,
yeah,
get it. It's weird to put out saying that.
yeah. Like it's hard because
Yeah.
like I don't teach my friends either, because
Yeah,
like
same. Like I started teaching like a few weeks ago or something, or like a few months ago.
mm,
And yeah, I get the feeling of like putting it out on Instagram and saying,
exactly like, and also I don't want to charge my friends. Like I tell them
yeah,
straight up,
that's
I'm not
that's
taking class free because taking class for free is a
yeah,
waste of my time. At the same
yeah,
time, taking money from
exactly.
your friends is wrong. So I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
go
like
to someone else. I'm not teaching you.
yeah. I don't teach, but there have been times where like a friend of mine would say, "Dude, would you teach me drums? I would pay you." And I'm like, "Dude, it's weird.
yeah,
Exactly.
You
like
paying me to teach you is weird."
yeah, but
Yeah. It's like I don't take classes for friends ever.
Yeah, but having not learned like you said traditionally or through an institute or teacher, you're still a damn good guitarist, man, Vishnu.
Thanks, man.
I
Appreciate it.
yeah. So, why did you guys decide to choose the guitar? Both of you play guitar and both of you also sing. So, what made you guys choose to play the guitar, choose to get into music, and what inspired you to do so? Rohan?
I mean, first, why I picked up music is because of Anagh's dad. Let's be pretty. Yeah. So when I don't know if you still remember, but like, remember when we used to have all these family meetings and like,
Yeah.
dad used to like in the night pick out the guitar and just like keep playing
Yeah.
those Hindi, whatever those songs.
He still does that.
Yeah. So I used to, and we were all young at that time. We were pretty young.
Yeah.
And what used to happen was I used to sit next to him and just keep listening to him play, even though I wouldn't understand anything.
Hmm.
And then like it just, I was just fascinated by the guitar because I tried keyboard.
Hmm.
Like my dad got me like a small, like a very small Casio keyboard, like I think 2 octaves or something, or even like 1.5 octaves, something I don't know. But like I never touched it. Like I didn't like it at all. And then drums was just like, nah, I don't know. It was just too much noise at the time. So I was like, and then yeah, and then but the guitar, I just loved the guitar like instantly,
Hmm.
and yeah, I just felt like yeah, shit, this is my instrument,
Hmm.
and yeah, from then onwards, but like yeah, it started from your dad, and then yeah, and then I started looking for teachers and so on.
But how'd you like randomly see his dad? Like
Oh no,
how'd you
so
know
I
his
like
dad?
family gatherings basically.
Oh,
These yeah, so in the night he used to like start playing and just so I used to sit next to him and just keep watching, just keep listening to him.
wait, you guys are like family friends.
Yeah,
Yeah. This
Oh,
would have been like when Rohan was like 4,
yeah,
and
when I was
I would
really
have I would have been like 2.
yeah. So yeah, I remember like your uncle telling me that basically, I mean, telling my parents and my parents and me whatever that like I used to keep just sitting and just keep listening without like falling asleep or getting bored or whatever.
Hmm.
And then Vico uncle told my parents that yeah, this guy has some interest, so
Hmm.
at least like look into it, and then yeah, that's where it all started.
That's an incredibly wholesome story.
Yeah, man.
And now Rohan's one of the best guitarists I know.
Hey,
So
He is the
worked out
best
well.
guitarist I know, bro.
Yeah, they're definitely up there. And Vishnu, what about you?
So like my dad played the guitar. Um
Hmm.
he didn't my dad is not a guitarist, but he knows how to play the guitar. But
Hmm.
yeah, he played a while when he was a teenager. So
Hmm.
he had this Fender acoustic guitar, which he bought
Hmm.
from Singapore. And
Hmm.
it's just been lying around ever since he was like 16 years old. So the guitar I play right now is like 40 years old. My
Damn.
guitar, yeah,
yeah,
the acoustic guitar is like 40 years old. It's like as soon as we came from the USA and like
Hmm.
we settled down for good, my the guitar was just lying around in our old house.
Hmm.
And I picked it up and the first thing I did was play Smoke on the Water and like I like the sixth string. I was like down, 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 down. And like took that further by going to guitar class and then
Hmm.
I just stopped. But like my dad was pretty tight with the guitar academy dude. So
Hmm.
like I could go at any moment and just pay for that class and come out. So like I didn't have to like sign up. And
Hmm.
around fifth grade, I was like 11, yeah, 11 years old.
Hmm.
The guitar teacher dude gave me his phone and asked me to go through some songs. And like
Hmm.
I found Master of Puppets by Metallica. And like like that's the moment I started taking guitar seriously. I was like, wait a minute, I want to play this. And like ever since that day, I've been practicing for like 5 hours every day, just trying to get like Master of Puppets on the guitar, on my like acoustic guitar, which doesn't even have a cut over here. So like I'm just struggling. But yeah, like
Hmm.
ever since I started heavy metal, I never stopped listening to metal. It just kept going on, and that's the reason I'm actually doing music. Like I was never serious before I listened to Master of
Hmm.
Puppets.
Hmm. And I
But
love
yeah,
that it's I wouldn't say it's the ending of this, but we did play Master of Puppets in September as a band,
yeah,
and
bro.
Vishnu played both the solos.
oh yeah,
So
shit.
I think how old were you when during all of that when the Master of Puppets thing was going on?
Man, I was like 11 when it started.
I think 11-year-old you would be proud
Man,
uh,
I would.
of you now.
I remember like playing that riff, dun, 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 but like my fingers couldn't even slide because they're like this big. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, but It's pretty awesome though.
Nice. And of course, both of you are songwriters. You both have written originals. I'll get to
Hmm.
Vishnu, but I'll start with Rohan. Uh, we used to do original songs together, of course. Started on the some everyone who's watching. Some of you will know the songs. I'm gonna name some of the songs: Bicycle, Hidden Shadows. Oh, that's all I can remember. Oh wait, I think we had one called Time, which
Time,
wasn't
yeah,
released. I think that wasn't
right,
released.
right.
And yeah, so we went from those songs, and then of course you got better at songwriting.
And then yeah.
So, what's your journey been like in terms of songwriting and in terms of getting better?
Uh, I started off. I think I was I was very 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 scared about. I remember the first song I wrote. I was
Hmm.
10. Basically Dominoes. So I had written it when I was 10. Okay.
On more of the
So it
songs, yes.
was it was for this. There was a academy. I was learning attack at the time
Hmm.
from Bruce,
Hmm.
and there was a anniversary. Yeah, there was an anniversary,
Hmm.
and so I was very very scared, and I was like so embarrassed to like show Bruce the song because I just felt it was like so bad and like yeah, it was like so like cringe. And then so my mom took it to him and then said that he has a song and he's like very very shy to show you.
Hmm.
And then that guy like he was and then yeah and then Bruce was like yeah show me and then I was like so scared
Hmm.
because like yeah he's up there and
Yeah.
so I showed it to him and then he's like yeah dad this is really good and then that's where it all started
Hmm.
and then from then onwards, I started listening to a lot of heavy metal, Slipknot, Lamb of God, Pantera, Behemoth, and it just kept getting more towards the progressive side.
Hmm.
And then I started putting that into songwriting, and then we would like me and Anagh formed a band, and then
Hmm.
and then I started putting riffs, all that
Yeah.
stuff, and then
That band was formerly known as Diffusion.
oh yeah. I still remember the trip from IIT Madras
Oh yeah.
in the tempo traveler. We were just sitting and
Oh, Rubik's Cube.
yeah, Rubik's Cube, Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember we came up with the name Diffusion by the swipe feature on the
Oh yeah, yeah.
mobile keyboard, and we were very young, so we didn't know what diffusion meant. It just sounded cool, so we stuck with it.
True, true, true. And then yeah, and then after that, I started exploring like a lot more genres than just restricting myself to
Hmm.
progressive metal or just metal. Moved
Hmm.
towards jazz and then got into the Carnatic space.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, and that interested me a lot.
Hmm.
And yeah, I started making like lo-fi hip hop, you know, flips of popular like
Right.
the trap songs or like hip hop songs.
Right.
And what that got me thinking was like I I thought of blending Carnatic and lo-fi,
Hmm.
and then I started searching for it on YouTube and Google, and I found
Hmm.
that it wasn't there anywhere.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, cool, I've come up with a new like subgenre or whatever. And then and then so I just kept exploring into that side, and
Hmm.
yeah, that's just and you just get better as like the more you do it. There's no like shortcut or like you're not
Right.
like a natural at it. It's just yeah,
Yeah. That's quite the journey.
yeah,
And for the viewers, if you guys are interested, if you do a little bit of research, you will be able to find the EP of
uh,
as Symphonic Eternity, formerly known as Diffusion,
right.
where it was me, Rohan, Anish, and Vijay,
Mission, yeah.
and there are 5 songs there. I think it's there on the internet somewhere.
It's a
The digital
songwriter.
version is there. Is there? I don't remember the. I think it was a self-titled EP. I think
No,
that
I
was.
think it was called Diffusion.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah,
probably.
yeah. We were called Symphonic.
Then we
Yeah,
decided to put name the album Diffusion
yeah.
after
Then we
that.
decided.
Ah.
Yeah,
Then, so if you do a little checking, you guys will find the song. And of course, there is a YouTube video of Hidden Shadows, the music video from 5, 6 years ago.
yeah. The
It's
video was like that day was so much fun filming.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the wave board and sitting in the control room doing Rubik's cubes in the video. Yeah. Now on to Vishnu. What about you? And other than your journey when it came to writing originals, you also have an EP coming out. So why don't you tell us uh, about your journey and a little bit about your EP?
Like yeah, I started off with like like all the normal bands like Green Day and
Hmm.
Linkin Park.
Hmm.
But like yeah, like I said, like I was never really interested until Metallica. And
Right.
then like next thing you know, I'm just like listening to it. And like, like for some reason, it's not part of my journey. It's just that the music I listen to just keeps getting heavier.
Hmm.
Every like right now I'm listening to pig metal, okay? Like I'm listening to, like all that just like guttural slug and stuff. Like
Hmm.
it just keeps getting heavier. I don't
Right.
know why. Like I'm not I never stopped. Like every single band I listen to, like I never really liked death metal or anything. Like I
Hmm.
got into Lamb of God in 11th grade,
Right.
and then I started just progressively started getting to Infant Annihilator. Just everything just keeps getting heavier day by day. I don't know why. But at the same time, like I got into the emo phase. I started
Hmm.
listening to like Panic at the Disco and like Pierce the Veil and stuff, like a lot of
Hmm.
emo bands. But like that's just like how my music has evolved.
Hmm.
About my journey, yeah, I started the first song I wrote, I was like 17 years old.
Hmm.
It was for this girl I had a crush on. And
Hmm.
like uh she ghosted me. So like
Oh.
uh, I mean the song's still there. It's still there. Yeah, the book's right there. It's
Huh.
somewhere in there. Yeah. So it was just a basic acoustic song.
Hmm.
And my first recording experience at Rohan's house. Yo, Rohan, remember that song?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, yo, Rohan, I need to record a song, bro. So
Hmm.
next thing you know, I go to his house and like we're recording. And
Hmm.
like that's when he taught me how to record, like double tracking guitars. He
Hmm.
taught me how to use a metronome. Like I didn't even know songs needed a metronome, bro. I was like, wait, what are you using a metronome for?
Hmm.
And yeah, um, about the EP coming up, I just
Hmm.
say one of you know my stage name, right?
Oh, Burn
let's
On.
just let's just say that's not my stage name anymore.
Oh, why is that?
Look, man, like out of nowhere, right? It's so random. Like
Hmm.
first of all, it's pronounced Murnine. That's the most
Oh,
pissing off part. Like no one even pronounces it properly.
I
And
didn't.
and like I can't even blame them because like if I
Hmm.
wasn't me, I would be pronouncing it as Murnion.
Hmm.
Right.
It's like I thought it would be Murnine, okay?
Hmm.
It's like first of all, like it's so random, like it's
Yeah.
just there.
So how did it come about? How did your stage name become Manian?
You see my last name Menon? Just put an R
Oh.
and an I. I was like, wait, this is masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece.
Okay.
So
So how is this connected to your EP?
so like my EP was supposed to be released with the name Murnine.
Hmm.
Not anymore.
Okay.
But EP is still coming out with a
Hmm.
different name. Just give me like 2 days, I'll think of something. I got this.
Yeah.
I got this.
What are
I
the
mean, like,
songs in your EP about? Like, what kind of songs are they? What's the genre?
yeah. So I've noticed that my songwriting has drastically changed over the 3-4 years I've started. Right, like
Hmm.
I wrote this EP when I was 17/18. So
Hmm.
like heavy anxiety and like uncertainty everywhere. So these songs are edgy and violent, right?
Hmm.
Like the second song that's coming out, it's pretty violent. And like I have to like change the word suicide to
Oh.
self-care because like I didn't want it to be that edgy either.
Hmm.
Like, but right now my songs are so much more about like mental confusion and more like a
Hmm.
problem which a person would face. It's not edgy or angsty anymore. So like I've
Hmm.
noticed that change in my lyrics. I've noticed a change in my sound. Like I
Hmm.
actually know how to record things now. It's not just like me. Like my first song, I went through so many names, bro. Like I first released songs with Vishnu Menon, and like
Ah.
I put out my first song called Sorrow Park,
Hmm.
and that's just like me like directly connecting the keyboard to the laptop. I just recorded something,
Hmm.
tracked some vocals, put some hi-hats, and I just put it on Spotify. I'm like, I
Hmm.
got this, bro. This is gonna get me famous. But like, like it got like some 100 streams, and then I was like, this is embarrassing. So me and my friend, we streamed it on our own Spotify apps. like for like some 3 weeks until it got 1,000 streams.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, but and then Myrnine, that got a
Hmm.
lot of attraction decently fast. I got a lot of listeners, got pretty decent number of streams.
Hmm.
Except it's the really crappy name, so now number three is probably gonna work. Let's give me like 2 days, bro. I got this.
I can't wait to hear the album.
Yeah, like what I noticed is I chose Myrnine mainly because like I wanted a name.
Hmm.
I want a name which people could call me by. You know, like Joji, right? Like he's
Yeah.
referred as Joji. Or like Youngblood. It's not even a
Hmm.
name, but like he's referred as Youngblood.
Hmm.
Like I wanted something like that where I could just like get the Vishnu out of my name. But
Hmm.
like what I've noticed is I don't need to do that. Like I can just
Yeah.
like I like the name Vishnu. Like I
Hmm.
like it. I was just confused about it. But like I like the name Vishnu. I like to be referred as Vishnu. But
Hmm.
I don't want my music. I don't want anything of my music to do with Vishnu because that's just
Hmm.
it's weird. So like my music will have its own name, like a
Hmm.
band name. It could be any name. But yeah, that's it. So it's not gonna be like a one word name or something. It's just gonna be like a band name.
Right. And on the whole topic of like originals and songwriting and playing guitars, bands.
Bands.
We touched upon the topic of bands a bit
Yeah.
before, and I'll get to you, Vishnu. First, I'll talk to Rohan. Uh, of course, Symphonic is not the only band you've been in. You've also Manga and then Nikhil Vaidyanathan Collective, which
Yeah.
there is a show uh, on the next day of when this is released. So this is releasing on
On the 20th.
Saturday, and on the 20th, which is Sunday, is the show. If anyone is interested, they can find the tickets.
Please do come.
Yes. So you've been in a bunch of bands.
Right.
So what is something you found constant being in multiple bands? Like even though the band members are different, the genre is different. What is something constant that is there in the band? What do you think is different that is there in the different bands you've been in? Like different vibe, different chemistry, anything? And also, like, what does a band need to have to make them a good band?
One interesting thing is like one common thing between every band, at
Hmm.
least between the three of them that I've been in,
Hmm.
we clicked instantly. Like there
Hmm.
wasn't like any, uh, weird like energy going around. There was nothing of that sort. We clicked
Right.
instantly, and we were all like very comfortable with each other. So
Hmm.
like that was surprising because
Hmm.
so many. It's all different people,
Hmm.
and especially with Manga because I have never I didn't meet them in person. We were friends on Instagram and all that, but
Right.
I didn't know them personally, and so I didn't know what to expect and all that.
Hmm.
But it clicked, yeah, it clicked, and that was one thing. And the way I want the most important thing of for a band to even like work, even though yeah, is to have chemistry between the players. I mean,
Hmm.
between the yeah, because if there's like something off between, let's say, the the pianist and let's say the vocalist,
Hmm.
it just you will sense it. Like you can see, like when they
Hmm.
play live or
Right.
anything, you can sense like there's something off.
Hmm.
And even for the band to progress, also it'll be like it's a hindrance.
Right.
And one thing I've learned definitely is you know because you're in a band you
Hmm.
will have to take in a lot of ideas, lot of inputs that you may not like at
Hmm.
all, and you may yeah, but you still got to look at it as a band. And that's one thing because you can't teach that. Like you can't
Right.
yeah, you can't like teach someone that, oh, you have to not think of yourself only. It has to be like a real life application, and that is like taught me to
Hmm.
open up and like look at things differently,
Hmm.
different perspectives, and like adapt to different
Hmm.
situations. And yeah, it's been quite the ride. And yeah,
And Vishnu also, I'm pretty sure you've also been in your fair share of bands, of course. You and Rohan were in the same band in your PU years at Christ, and
Mm,
then the three of us also were part of a band for one
mm-hmm,
show, and then of
mm-hmm,
course you've been part of a band now in college. So
yeah.
anything to add to what Rohan said? Same question.
Honestly, like what he said about the band chemistry is 100% true. Like you
Hmm.
need to click with them if you want it to work out. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like yo, Rowan, like our PU band, right? Like
Hmm.
Yeah,
ultimately, it was just the both of us like sitting there deciding the songs, and everyone's like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, like Rowan, like, and it was pretty fun. We had a lot of
Yeah,
fun doing
and the
it.
best thing is like we it's not like we didn't get work done. We still got whatever we had to do, but
Yeah.
we had
Like
like so much fun through everything.
everyone did their homework. Like they
Yeah,
practiced. We told them what to do. They practiced and came for the band practice. Not like everyone's like, okay, I don't know the song.
yeah,
I think that's one of the most important things being in a
Yeah,
band,
yeah, man, like
especially when you're doing covers. Everyone should do their
exactly, like
homework.
do your homework, bro. Like
Yeah,
just stop irritating everyone else.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but like the reason I got into songwriting so late was
Hmm.
because I was waiting for a band.
Hmm.
Except that I didn't really find a dedicated band because
Hmm.
like I know that I want to do music full time.
Hmm.
Except the people I'm jamming with, they don't want to do music full time. They're in it for fun, and
Hmm.
I don't want to do that. Like, bro, like I'm not in this to waste my time and just play a couple of covers and for you to have fun. I'm in this to build my career. And
Hmm.
like I'm having fun doing it, but if it's not going to build my career, I don't want anything to do with it. Like I'm not trying to entertain you, bro. I'm trying to have fun myself. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why like I'm not taking any band serious right now.
Hmm.
So I'm taking my own work seriously because like whatever crappy stage name I'm going with like Marinette or something, I'm still like putting a lot of effort into that. And like
Hmm.
again, like I'm gonna like Anurag, right? Drummer Anurag.
Yeah.
Like that that guy's the only real one in my life, bro. Like he like actually put so much time and
Hmm.
effort into like programming drums for me. Like he
Hmm.
has nothing to do. Like I mean, no, he has a lot of stuff to do, but like he has there's nothing in it for him. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a lot. He's got a lot of work. Like there's nothing in it for him. He's just doing it completely because he's my like solely because he's my friend. He just
Hmm.
comes and spends time. Like I mean, I'm always gonna be thankful to him for that. Like my music would be nowhere if he didn't program the drums for me. Because I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing when I'm programming drums.
Nice. And good thing is Anurag gets a free shout out here. So
yes,
Yeah,
no
bro. I
one.
mean, he deserves the man. Like I mean, like hate him or like him, like he put so much time into that. I just need to shut him out.
I'm sure if he's watching, he'd be extremely happy to hear that.
Yeah,
definitely.
he's been kind of slacking off lately. Yo, Anurag, bro, start working again.
Okay, well, we're almost running out of time. So before I sign off, what are you guys' future plans in music? Because I think both of you have an interest in pursuing this on some level, right?
Definitely, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Rohan?
Uh, I mean, it's pretty obvious that I'm going full time.
Hmm.
Um, Probably looking to start a band soon,
Hmm.
and start putting out material like
Hmm.
lo-fi Carnatic stuff.
Hmm.
And
Nice.
I'm looking to put out like an album or an EP,
Hmm.
depending on how it goes, by the end of the year.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'll be putting out a few. Like I've just finished a song.
Hmm.
It's like a very it's like a very chill hop, like a chill hip hop song.
Hmm.
Yeah, it'll probably come out like next month or something. I haven't really
Hmm.
put a date to it, but
Hmm.
yeah. So that's there, and way more stuff into lo-fi Carnatic, and
Hmm.
I'm still exploring a lot of genres that I like
Hmm.
because I'm like it's the opposite for me. So Vishnu is like becoming like way more extreme,
Hmm.
and I'm like sobering down. It's yeah. So I'm listening to a lot more of like indie jazz stuff
Hmm.
and jazz fusion and all that.
Nice.
And so yeah, probably see that in my music and
Hmm.
a lot more like Carnatic influence stuff. So yeah.
Nice. Can't wait to hear. And Vishnu, what about you?
Like I've actually set a couple of goals for myself this year, and
Hmm.
one of them is like put out at least 12 songs this year, which is gonna be really hard. Because
Yeah.
like um Ritvi mixed and mastered all my songs, right?
Yeah.
My EP, and I actually learned so much from him. Like just this 4 month, 5 month experience. Like
Hmm.
I learned all my mistakes. Like there's so much of crap that I'm doing wrong, which I'm
Hmm.
sending him, and it's taking him so much extra time to just sit there and be like, what is this guy doing? You know what I mean? Like my quality is off, my recording is off, and like I'm not even following metronome sometimes. My vocal correction, everything's just like he's
Hmm.
taught me so much within this short span of time, which like I don't think anyone could do. It's like
Hmm.
working with Rithvi is like a blessing for me, you know.
Wow.
But at the
Hmm.
same time, like the entire amount of money I paid, it was out of my pocket. Like I didn't borrow any money from my parents at all because I
Nice.
believe that if the music is failing, it's my money. If the music is succeeding, it's my money. So like I don't need to be like even though they're my parents, like I don't want to waste my dad's money on something that's just gonna go to the freaking ground, right? So
Dude, be careful what you say. My parents are gonna watch this and stop funding me.
um
I'm just
you're
kidding.
gonna have to start working, bro.
I will. I have. So
Yeah.
anyway, go on, go on.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I'm definitely gonna work with Rutvi again because like that learning experience is awesome. But
Nice.
again, I need to save money again because that was a like considerable sum of money for my earning.
Hmm.
So I need to like for these at least a few songs, I got to start mixing and mastering on my own, which is
Hmm.
again why it's taking me so long because I got to record now and then I got to
Yeah.
mix that. I got to like wait some time, master properly, and
Hmm.
then again like I put out a goal of like 12 songs this year,
Right.
which is going to be really hard. I also started working on YouTube. I got like 2 covers ready for YouTube.
Hmm.
I'm planning to post weekly on YouTube, like proper covers. Again, which is going to be hard because I got to mix and master all that.
Yeah. And speaking of covers, we have two covers that are
Hey,
going to come.
Oh yeah.
We are waiting for
coming,
Rohan to send us
coming. We
the
got
tracks.
this. Man, fix your intonation issues already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we'll put that out soon.
Yeah. Okay, I think we've crossed the time by quite a bit. I think this might have been almost a half an hour episode.
Then
Uh,
Mhm.
so thank you guys for joining me in this episode.
thank
Hey,
you.
cool,
And
bro. Thanks for calling
Yeah.
us.
hey,
Yeah, thanks
anytime.
for having us.
And viewers, check out their socials. I believe Rohan has YouTube. I don't think
My stage
Vishnu
name
has
is
a YouTube.
changing. My
Yeah.
stage name is changing.
And check out their Instagrams. Anything you guys want to plug? Spotify's, anything?
um, yeah, Spotify, Rohan Raveesh. Oh yeah, I have another side project called
Hmm.
Petrucci, and yeah, that's like a totally experimental thing that I'm doing. So
Hmm.
check that out too. And
Mhm.
yeah, the usual
Hmm.
YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, your cat's hyping you up.
Oh yeah.
And Vishnu, anything you want to plug?
I'm starting YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel. It's
Hmm.
Vishnu Menon.
Okay.
It's got like 71 subscribers. um, working. Hopefully, I get 80 by the end of this year.
Yeah.
So like yeah, but like I'll hopefully be uploading once a week. But
Nice.
like for now, just Instagram and Spotify. Just forget it. I'll change my name and then I'll just update it.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the end of episode 5 of Offstage with many more to come. And yeah, see you guys. Bye.
Awesome, bro.